Emotional safety tip 10. I think there are two jobs that we need to be focused on in terms of managing ourselves right now. We must be aware that our resilience is down at the moment. There is a lot going on. And what happens when our level of tolerance goes down is that we experience our emotions as bigger. So again, a very low-tech picture, but I want you to see this graph. So let's imagine that our tolerance level of our emotions is here, right? And during the day, this is the flux of emotions that we have. Now, if our level of tolerance is this line, this dotted line, well, we only experience an emotion as really intolerable when it's here, right? And the intolerance, or what we feel, is from our tolerance level all the way to the peak of that emotion. But if our layer or level of emotional tolerance drops down, then peaks that would previously not have registered become registerable. So we now notice these little peaks that before weren't even noticeable for us. And this big peak that previously was experienced is now experienced with a magnitude because our tolerance level is down here. So that arrow, if I was to draw it now, would come down to there. So what this means is that there are several different ways in which we need to manage ourselves right now. We need to try and focus on getting this level up. And for this, we're talking about things like sleeping, eating well, drinking water, talking to people, socializing, anything that kind of pushes our tolerance of difficult emotions back up to here. And the other thing is we need to be able to manage these peaks of emotions that we're experiencing during the day anyway. We need to become masterful at those. And for those, the tips that I've got are about resetting your emotional your physicality around those emotions. So calming yourself down, doing some 3-minute breathing spaces. If you want to look that up on the internet, you can. There's heaps of examples of anything that in the short term resets your stimulation, your body stimulation, so that it's less peaky. You're talking about your breathing, you're focusing attention to different things, anything that in the moment distracts you and moves your attention to something else. So 2 levels of skill that you are going to be trying to stretch into. One is this sort of bringing your tolerance back up, and the other is about peak moments and what to do about those. I hope that's helpful.